Every day, millions of people recite ancient Sanskrit mantras. They feel the visceral, vibrating energy of the syllables, but often overlook the philosophical and structural blueprint encoded within the words. The Shiva stotram is frequently viewed as a hymn praising a physical, mythological deity. However, the text contains a sequence of logic that suggests a much deeper observation of reality. This stotram functions as a structural reduction of physical reality. It begins with the familiar and systematically moves toward the absolute. The ancient authors organized this chant to guide the human mind. It starts with recognizable shapes and gradually strips them away, leading the practitioner toward a state of total stillness. Decoding this progression changes the experience of the chant. The focus shifts from a static idol to the underlying, formless principles that govern the universe. The stotram opens by providing the mind with a series of vivid, dense physical images. The verses describe specific traits: the matted hair, the jatajut, the 5 faces of Panchavaktram, and the blue-stained throat, Nila Varnam. This employs the concept of saguna, or reality with form. Because the human brain struggles to grasp infinite or abstract concepts, it uses these striking physical details as a point of focus to stabilize attention. The mind is naturally restless. By providing a comprehensible avatar, the composers ensure the practitioner's attention is fully captured before moving to more difficult concepts. Once this physical form has anchored the mind, the stotram begins a transition into the abstract. The physical deity serves as a temporary bridge. It holds the practitioner's focus just long enough to prepare them for the negation that follows. The middle of the chant introduces a sudden reversal. It begins to negate the very world it just described with the phrase, "Na mumi, na chapo, na vahi, na vayu, na chakash." This line translates to a specific list of exclusions: not earth, not water, not fire, not wind, and not space. These represent the Pancha Mahabhuta, the 5 fundamental building blocks of the material world. The text is now systematically removing them from its definition of the supreme. By excluding earth and water, the chant removes all solid and liquid matter from the equation. Excluding fire and wind then strips away energy and gaseous states. Finally, the negation of space itself removes dimensional boundaries. Without earth, water, fire, wind, or space, nothing of the physical universe remains. This process of elimination forces the mind to contemplate an existence that does not rely on matter or physics. The stotram acts as a map for the consciousness. It leads the practitioner from a being within the universe to the very fabric that remains when the universe is gone. This leads to the final definition of the subject, Ajam Shashwatam Karanam Karanam, the unborn, eternal, cause of all causes. Having stripped away all elements and space, the text arrives at a state of singularity. It describes the causal source that precedes time and survives the collapse of all matter. The chant connects this vast causal origin back to the individual through the repeated phrase, Namaste, Namaste. In this sequence, Namaste acts as a tool for ego dissolution. It is an acknowledgement of the self in relation to the infinite. Bowing to the Chidananda, the supreme consciousness, marks the moment where the individual recognizes their scale within the macrocosm, merging their own identity into the continuous whole. The power of the Shiva stotram is found in this reset. By shedding the illusion of physical permanence, the practitioner realizes they are a temporary expression of the infinite cosmic void.